Welcome, my friends, to the old world, a dark, foreboding place of eternal war. With my new computer, I've decided to finally give this game a shot. I wanted to do a Let's Play when it first came out, but unfortunately, my old computer was a piece of shit. It was a fucking piece of shit. But I got my new one, and I've done some test recordings, and it looks good. Now, unfortunately, I can't even record in 720p, and that's because at some point my XSplit license, I had the 3-month licenses, so every 3 months I paid like $15, whatever. At some point I must have canceled it, because I have the free one, so like, yeah, well, fuck. Can't do anything about that. But whatever, I got this. So I get paid in a couple days, so I might just buy the premium license again. I'm not sure. I have to decide. I have to see how it looks on YouTube at 720. But whatever. Let's play. And I don't have the Beastman DLC. I do have the Wood Elves though. Oh, all these fucking factions. And you probably noticed the names. That's because I'm running this with a lot of mods. No Conquer Anywhere though, or no Radius and no Conquer Anywhere. So I have to think, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Who are we going to play? We could do Chaos, the Von Karsteins, the Bloody Hand. I actually tried these guys out there. They're actually pretty cool. But I already know who I'm going to play. One of my favorite factions. Clan Durazclad. Yeah, we're going to dwarves. Not even going to be these guys. We're going to be fucking these guys. I really like Clan Ungrand, but I haven't conquered Crack 8 Peats yet. But I want to. But my problem is that, like, I like starting small and going big, but I want to take Crack 8 Peaks. I want to make that my capital. But I also want to start there, you know? Like, I feel like with this faction, they should have made it a horde whose goal, with a special mechanic that they cannot settle anywhere except Crack 8 Peaks. That would have been cool. That would have been awesome, but, you know, they didn't do it. And it leaves me kind of freaked out, because, like, all this fucking upkeep and the fucking place I'm supposed to conquer is across the map. Whatever, we're going with the High King.
Our enemies shall tremble.
We might be Gromnadil.
I must fulfill my.
I haven't really thought about who we're going to play as yet. I haven't played as Ungram at all. Powerful melee fighter and leader. I don't really use Slayers though.
Retake the
like Longbeards, yeah, and this I use Longbeards a lot. So yeah, let's go fucking vanilla. Man, vanilla's the best. We're going Thorgrim.
The old world is a crucible of relentless war. It has ever been so. An era as long as the mountains are unyielding. As the storms gather again, it presents a chance for the brave to bring about an age of reckoning. I come to the Dwarf High King as a herald of such times, and so I find myself at the King's right hand. presence is timely, for dire news comes from the south. Greenskins flock to the banner of a cruel war boss. Now, my liege, Thorgrim Grudgebearer, leads a mighty throng from Karazakarak, smashing aside any foes that block our path. If Grudgebearer desires to return the Karaz Angkor to its former glory, then he must rid his lands of vile greenskins. Those gathering within the shadows of Everpeak are a good start.
It is a dark time in Thorgrim Grudgebearer's reign. Despite convincing his kin not to seal the holds and diminish, their enemies are emboldened. Greenskins gather in the shade of Everpeak. Thorgrim could not let that stand, and so marched forth and slew them. But the remains fled and now skulk in the sacred site of Grungi's pillars. Another grudge recorded, another that needs to be settled if the age of reckoning is to continue. I fucking love dwarves. If you ever see any of my other videos, you know that dwarves basically speak to me on all levels. Highly industrious, heavily armored infantry. Literally, they are everything I love. I love heavy infantry. I love them. I love high levels of heavy industry. You know, fucking Nordic influences, heavy infantry, heavy industry, fucking magi tech stuff. Like, they have fucking helicopters and cannons and shit. Like, Warhammer Fantasy Dwarves are literally everything I love. Oh, they just got everything for me.
Karazakarak is secure, my Lord High King. Faced with your terrible wrath, the Greenskins rout, as is typical of their craven nature.
Yeah, they're little cowly bitches.
The bloody spears still infest the mountains to the east, setting up their hovels amidst your sacred pillars.
Unacceptable.
That must be put right, and soon, for the lords of the other dwarfholds will not tolerate a High King that cannot secure his own realms. To the south, yet more vicious Urki and Groby lay ready to strike at your kin. Seek allies amongst your own folk, for there are many grudges to settle here.
Oh, man, I
shall be enthralled to the Karaz Angkor once more, and no creature, greenskin or otherwise, shall stand in your way.
We're going to take it back. All that was lost will be ours once more.
Yes!
Let's get this shit started with a battle. See you in just a... Alright. Time to set up the battle lines. Now, we have siege weapons, which means they kind of have to come to us.
Dwarf warriors!
I'll set you guys... Actually, hold on. Better idea.
Ancestors!
Yeah! Okay. I'll make my line right there.
Quarrelers!
Where is the highest ground? The highest ground is actually over here. Oh, let me think about this. Okay, I'll put y'all right there.
Miners!
I'll use the miners to guard you. Put them a bit lower so you can shoot over them. I can actually put you guys closer too. There. God, I mean, seriously, I love these guys. I love the round shields. I love the chain. I love the axes. Dwarves are just like they're my faves. And here's Thorgrim sitting upon the throne of High Kings. Fun fact, the only place a Dwarven king is ever allowed to sit is this throne. He is not allowed to sit anywhere else. Literally nowhere else, only that throne. Which really makes you wonder, how the hell does he get into bed? Like, he has to flop down onto, I think, like, maybe there's like a stool that he jumps off of into his bed. But how does he get out? He probably just rolls over on. Or does he sleep on the throne? I don't know. But lessons that may never be learned.
Grudge thrower.
There we go.
High King Thorgrim Grudgebearer.
Yeah, you guys have to come at me. Let's see who's a bigger threat. Orc boys, biggins. Take out the biggins. Now, it's been a while. Okay, only against large. Also, I guess another reason I like the dwarves and the Empire is I enjoy sword and board infantry, or axe and board infantry in this case. So that's why I enjoy both the Empire and the dwarves, because both their mainline units really they're my thing.
The might of Karazakara.
You can target that guy specifically, Thorgrim. Okay, those guys don't have shields, so you can do some real damage on them. And now they're in melee, so ignore them. Hammerers versus Biggins. Oh man. Fucking Thorgrim. And look at these guys, they're just whacking people with shields. Go aid the king. Again, for those not familiar with the lore, Hammerers are actually the royal guards of the king, so, or the High King in this case. At least usually are. I'm sure that, you know, they're... God, I don't want to talk out my ass. But last I checked, royal guards were the bodyguard. Okay, let's see how many our quarrelers can take down. Alright, I think that's about all we're going to get. Now, we could release them. And the grudge has been settled. The honorable thing to do is to allow the captives to leave. Not that it matters, but the enemy will look upon us favorably. Fuck that! Leave no grudge unavenged. Kill all captives. The enemy and their allies will despise you for such a dishonorable action, but their foes will rejoice. These are fucking orcs. They have accrued so many grudges that the only way to get rid of them all is just to wipe them all out.
March.
Beheld by the enraged gaze of Grimnir, the bloody spears have trespassed with impunity. No more. Observed with disdain by Grungi and all his kin, the bloody spears maintain an encampment at the pillars, from which they raid the surrounding valleys. These vermin have long outstayed their welcome in these sacred mountains. March against them, and drive them from these lands that are rightfully dwarfen. Got it, boss.
To vengeance.
But for that, I need to raise the throng. And we're also going to need money. So I'm going to put our first research into Khazad subsidies and dwarven treasuries. We'll read what those do when we get them. Now, gem mine shaft for money and for recruitment. 28 sacks of gemstones, income of 300, and we can start recruiting quarrelers.
Yes.
One of the mods I'm using gives me 3 points, so let's think. Full plate armor, of course, and well, you gotta have inspiring presence. Now we gotta... I mean, he's fucking Thorgrim Grudgesbearer. How are you not going to be inspired? Now, we are going to be fighting a lot of greenskins. And I will have Thorgrim on the front line actually fighting. At the same time, dwarven lives are valuable. They don't come easily. The dwarven race is in a state of decline, and we must protect what we have. As such, training our army to better use those goddamn shields of theirs. I believe I will be going one for Axelord. And that's the turn. I actually didn't see how fast the turns progress while recording, so let's find out. Oh, okay, they're going fine. Oh, I can't wait until Bretonia's out. Only, I hope they give me actual Bretonia men-at-arms. You know, the ones with shields and halberds. That's all I want. That's really all I want. Oh, this ain't fucking worth it. They're just Groby. Man, I also can't wait till Skaven get put in the game. Oh, that's gonna be good. Yep.
Your Dawi have been put to work fixing up the captured city, sire. Yet there are many grudges still to settle. Perfidious manlings and bloodthirsty vampires threaten your kind in the north. And your mountain will never be safe while a single greenskin draws breath. To war!
I know, weird advisor dude, who I don't even know why I have. The Kraz Encore has fallen into decline. Assaulted by fell enemies above and below ground. Ah, Skaven. But no more. Everpeak has stirred. The High King demands that Dwarven realm be brought back to its former glory. Let the task begin in earnest. The reckoning begins.
One rug.
Oh. Lots of goblins. There's definitely going to be, yep, reinforcements. The flow of greenskins to the north must be halted. Make haste, for any concentration of Groby spells trouble for dwarven kind. If the orcs and goblins were of a mind to ambush the king's army, however, then Thundering Falls would be a good place to do it. Indeed. Okay. Now, let's make Thorgrim a fucking beast against orcs. We will be recruiting the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. Can't get any quarrelers yet, though.
Onward.
And we can't move either, so that's that turn. My god, you orcs are fucking stupid.
It is time. Bring them to battle.
I got a mod that made you smarter.
Go on then.
Alright. Local recruitment's good. That's good. All that's pretty good. Yeah, we use public order right now, though. And we also need money.
Retake the realms.
God damn, you leveled up again? Let's finish off Axe Lord and get Technician. Technician?
The High
Tactician.
King acts.
God damn, this infighting and Tristan's going to kill those guys before they're ever a threat. Okay, Khazid subsidies. To grow the everlasting realm, the guild sends subsidies to make settlements old and new sustainable. Oh, that's rather nice of them. Alright. Get that.
Good. Grimnir's axe thirsts.
Oh god, my throat's starting to hurt. It's been a while since I had talked this much.
Send me to vengeance.
Okay. I think for my... Usually when I play dwarves, I immediately go down to Krasnodon and take that. Try to stem the orcs' advance up here. But I think this time I'm going to focus on a north first strategy. I'm going to have to mount Gunbad, which has gold. And maybe after Grand Peak if it's still available. We'll see. Anyways, let's get these guys. And the throng will be ready for marching. Grand Peak's been taken, but we might still be able to take Gunbad.
Throw bearers. Let's march.
Through the underwear.
The High King acts.
Question, should I do this battle first or go straight for Gunbad? Decisions. I think we'll do the battle first. But that is all for this time. The reckoning has begun. Now, next time, the Battle of Thundering Falls. See you later.